New Jersey Governor Christie is still reveling in his big re-election victory from last week. And many Republicans are starting to ask if he's the future of the party. Here's the governor.
If you want to nearly triple your African-American vote, you need to show up. You need to go into those neighborhoods. You need to campaign in places. I'll give you a perfect example, Chris. I did a town hall meeting while I was governor about a year and a half ago in the city of Irvington, New Jersey, in Essex County. I got 4.7% of the vote there in 2009. There were more people in the church I did the town hall than voted for me in 2009. That's the way the Republican Party will make itself more relevant to a whole much broader group of folks. And the fact is, that's exactly what Ronald Reagan would have done.
Political diary editor and Fox News contributor Jason Riley joins me now to talk about the governor's victory. Jason, is this good advice that the Republicans have to show up in these constituencies that they don't normally win?
They do need to show up. I mean, I don't know if Christie is the future of the party. It's a little early to be making predictions like that, but he has done something that the party's been trying to do for a long time, which is expand its appeal to young people, to women, to blacks, to Hispanics, and so forth. He did a remarkable job of increasing his numbers among all of those groups in a deep blue state that Obama won last year by double digits. It was an impressive performance, and I think there is something for the party to learn from it.
I want to put some of those numbers up on the screen. Maybe we can start with gender. Christie's win by gender, 63% of the male vote, up 10 points. 57% of the female vote, up 12 points. Jason, he did this not by suddenly pandering kind of to women or to men's issues. He did it by sticking to his principles. What lessons there?
Right, pandering is not the way to go. The left
He's
likes
not
to
a panderer anyway.
Well, and by pandering, I mean appealing to women as women, appealing to blacks as blacks, instead of appealing to them as Americans. And that's what Christie did. And the polls actually predicted that this sort of turnout. You know, he didn't start 6 months before the election going into Orange, going into Camden, and introducing himself to these voters. He's been doing this for months, and people appreciate when you show up, introduce yourself to them, and don't let your political opponent define you.
But could social conservatives misconstrue this victory and say, look, it just proves that we need to have a strong socially conservative platform, we need to be anti-abortion, anti-gay marriage, because those are the things that Christie is for?
Well, there are a diversity of views within these minority communities among women. I don't think that will necessarily be off-putting to some of these groups or necessarily draw you to these groups, but I think for too long, and this is the real lesson here, Republicans have been writing off huge swaths of the electorate, just saying they don't appeal to us, they're lost to us. Christie didn't take that route. He said, no, I'm going to go introduce myself to these groups, even if it's a little uncomfortable, and I think this is the way to do it. It's not by showing up at an NAACP convention and giving a speech or kissing Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton's ring publicly. That's not how you do it. You go out and you introduce yourselves to the shop owners in these communities, to people at bowling alleys and barbershops and small business owners and so forth. That's how you appeal to these groups.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it at that. Political Diary editor, Fox News contributor Jason Riley, thanks very much.